Are we currently live?
I think so.
Okay.
All right, great.
See,
Great, cool, awesome. Hi.
well, maybe. Yep, here we go. Okay. So,
Oh wait, are you connected to Wi-Fi?
Mhm.
All right. If you're connected to Wi-Fi, turn it off.
Turn it off.
it'll make
Yeah,
the
it'll
quality
make
better.
the connection bad.
Okay.
Hey
Turn
guys,
it off.
we're gonna let everybody have a second to join in. Okay.
All right, so
Okay.
here we go. So
Weird.
we are live right now on YouTube. This is like the 5th night in a row that we've gone live. This week we've had so much fun talking to you guys and just exploring going live on YouTube. We used to do it a little bit a while ago, but we're just now getting back into it. So what we're doing tonight is we're joined by our BFFs here. We have, let's introduce everyone.
Hi, I'm Matt.
I'm Bo.
And I'm Golden.
And Matt and Bo are also on Instagram at probably this. So if you don't follow them, go check them out.
Or else.
Or else. But yeah, so we've enjoyed going live the past few nights, so we thought it'd be a perfect night. It's Friday night, we're at home, we're just hanging out. We've got our wine and some snacks, and so we thought we'd go live. So if you guys have any questions for any of us, you can put them right here on the screen, and we will do our best to answer. So today, I guess yesterday y'all got into town, so
Yes.
they
yesterday
are from,
afternoon.
where are you from?
New Orleans. So it's like 7 hours south of here.
It was a 7.5-hour drive. We had made pretty good time too.
And we were kind of rushing because they were having a friend's birthday party, so we literally only stopped
Christmas
for gas
party, but
and
yeah.
for Christmas party.
Same
Yeah.
thing.
Literally only stopped for, it's someone's birthday party.
Jesus' birthday.
Jesus, our Lord's birthday party. So we literally only stopped for like gas and protein bars, and then showed up and we're like, "Where's the wine? We need a shower. We need food." And they took care of us.
Yep. So they got here yesterday. Immediately we got ready. We actually went live last night just to kind of intro because we knew we were going to be going live tonight because we'd have more time.
We didn't know that.
Yeah,
No.
we kind of forced that onto them that they were going to go live with us. And then we went to our mutual friend now because y'all met Jen the
Yeah.
last time we were in town. And she had an amazing Christmas party. It was catered. It was so nice. The food was amazing.
So
And
beautiful.
She's the absolute best host. I wish we could have gone live there and shown you guys. She thinks of everything that you need to think of, or that you could possibly think of when it comes to hosting a party.
She's like one of those people where, like, if she knew how much we spoke about her in a good way, she'd be like, "I'm okay." Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're always just like, "Jen's perfect. She's
Yeah.
a dream woman.
She's
like,
absolutely
amazing."
flawless.
We absolutely love Jen.
Her.
So, Daniel said hi. David said hi. The Fab Five from Daniel.
No, the Fave 5.
Oh, okay.
Close enough.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
Don't do it.
Hello from Northern Michigan. Hi from
Also-
Peru.
This is so wild to me because they're like watching us here. They have like a computer screen and we're like watching ourselves, but there's like, I don't know,
There's a delay.
3-second delay.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
just seeing into my past.
Hey, Greg. Greg said hi to everybody. Hi from
Hi,
sunny
Greg.
Miami. So today we all went thrift store shopping. When Matt got here yesterday, he's like, if anything, I just want to go thrifting. So we went to 2 different thrift stores, one in Cleveland, which is the town that we live in, and then we drove to Chattanooga and had lunch at Public House. Is that the name of it?
Public house, yeah.
Which was good. And then we went to a thrift store that Jen told us about yesterday.
I have never seen a thrift store consignment shop so stacked with like great stuff. Usually
It
it's
was
like
amazing.
sift through shit. Like they. Sorry, I can't curse on you.
No, you can't.
Okay. What are your rules? But this thrift store, your consignment shop, had clearly like done the sifting for us, which is so rare.
What was
Yeah.
it
Just
called?
walk in.
Julia's?
Dirty Jane.
Dirty
James.
James.
Have you been there?
Something.
You-
Antiques.
You need to go.
Yeah.
It had so many great pieces. The prices were amazing. Like really great.
Yeah.
Every booth was great. Yeah, I agree. We came away with so much inspiration and wanting so many pieces. I think we were like this, well, maybe like this close to buying this piece that PJ really wanted, but
Yeah.
we didn't. We didn't come, but we did. Actually, we went to 2 antique stores today,
Yeah.
so we did come away with some goodies from the first antique store. We actually each found something.
Yeah, it's weird that we're all talking so much about the second one that we went to, but
'Cause
we
we-
all bought something from the first one.
Exactly. So we should.
Let's do it, but I want to do one thing really quick on
Sure.
Instagram and just share this.
Matt and I just moved into. We were like living kind of on the road and traveling for the last year, and so we just moved into our actual like home that we're like living in now. So it was perfect timing for us to go shopping at one of those places because it was like it's rare that in your life you're willing to go spend like several $100s on anything,
Right.
and so we're kind of just like we're gonna go spend thousands of dollars on everything because our home's empty still.
Hey guys, so we are live on YouTube right now with these fellas. If you swipe up, you can get right over there. Hey guys, so we are okay, so why don't y'all want to go and talk about the things that we all found?
Yeah.
Because we all found a piece, so we thought
Yes.
we'd share that with you.
Thomas, you go first.
Okay.
We're starting with the M Thomas and not just.
What?
Is it M Thomas?
Oh, I get it. Yes. I'm first for once. Okay. So, let's start with.
It feels like we
This.
take Christmas gifts, but it's actually just things we got ourselves.
Right.
And we're like, here it is.
So we got this like panoramic old photo of
Someone.
old men from France. They just got back from France, and it was taken in 1919. And we've been looking. Well, I've been looking for a photo like this for so long for one of our gallery walls in the house, and
We have like the perfect spot for it. We've been looking for a long time and we found several that were priced a lot more expensive than what this one was, so.
yeah, this one was only. I mean, I don't mind saying it was only $22, and the ones
Oh,
we
wait.
had been
I thought it was more than that.
$22. So the ones that we wanted that we've been eyeing were like 120. One of them was 80, and we finally found this one. So that just shows if you hold out long enough.
Keep looking.
Oh yeah, don't get
Uh,
upset if you don't buy it right away. What?
Pop a few of these on here. So one said hi from Lafayette, Louisiana.
Ah!
Yeah.
That's like
Did you say that right? Is it Lafayette or Lafayette?
Lafayette.
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 Hi from the UK. Alan said Merry Christmas. Hi guys, Happy Holidays from Mexico. Mohammed. So Mohammed has been joining us every night on our lives, and it's 3 a.m. where he's at currently.
So he wakes up in the middle of the night, Mom, and we can't say thank you
Thank
enough
you for watching.
being
That's amazing.
here with us.
Eddie said Merry Christmas. Paul said, what wine are y'all drinking tonight? So tonight we're doing a box of wine
Black box.
because we knew we were going to probably be drinking a lot of wine. So we got a box of wine.
We're being what's the word?
Naughty.
Merry
Nice.
Christmas from Peru.
Sure.
All right, hand me that.
Well, hold on, one real quick. Someone, Norma said, "Can you auction the blue socks for charity?" I think she likes the socks.
Oh, also, so a lot of you guys, if you follow us on Instagram, a lot of you guys ask where our pictures come from. Golden takes a lot of our photos, so he's got photo credit.
The
for
most
that.
recent one that we posted, he took.
So if you've also been following us on Instagram on our stories, I've been talking about how I've been making jelly recently. And growing up in the South, my mama always made jelly, and she always used one of these things. So I've been on the look for one of these. I'm not really sure what it's called. Do y'all know what it is?
I don't know. I make jelly, but
A
I've
strainer.
never used it.
I don't know what it's
Yes.
called. But basically what you do is you boil the fruit, whatever you're using, and then you put the fruit in here, and then you use this thing, and you mush it, and it comes out, and then you mix it with sugar, and that's how you
You
make
mush
jelly.
it.
Well, that's that. This is my find. It was like $20.
Can we just call it the musher?
The musher. We're
It's a
gonna call it
musher.
the musher.
I like that.
Everyone needs a good musher in their lives. That's pretty
And then let's move on to what y'all found today.
Okay.
Fox was asleep.
Fox
Don't
is sleeping
move
on
that.
my leg.
Here,
Oh,
I'll-
he's fine. He'll wake up.
So I'm
Okay.
super jealous about what Matt found today.
AJ's
I would've-
very jealous.
I would have bought this.
I
had found
snatched it up too quick. I was like, this
Uh-oh.
is perfect. Okay, this is a like very nice wool coat.
And it's like no tears.
It's
Everything's
in
in great shape.
great condition. I have no idea what this was doing at this like consignment shop, but
Right.
it was like in incredible condition, and it was $35.
I really did gasp whenever you told me that.
And it fits perfectly.
35
It's-
bucks.
This
so
was
thick and
a
heavy.
great buy.
Yeah.
And I think this might be the best purchase of my life.
Right.
Yeah. There's a lot
Of
of
my
pockets on
life.
the inside.
There's
Yeah.
so many pockets. There's no tears. It doesn't seem. I mean, it seems brand new.
Yeah.
But it's like very clear. Like this is like real wool. This is like great quality.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was doing being priced at $35.
Yeah.
But it was.
How dare
and
they.
I took full advantage of that.
You're gonna wear it at least twice a year.
I'm gonna wear it very proudly.
The 2 times a year that he can in New Orleans.
Right.
Okay,
Hey,
and then
Would
I
you
got
get
something
both?
useless. So everyone was buying things, and I love seeing people's homes when they have like suitcases stacked everywhere, like old time suitcases.
Yeah.
One thing we haven't talked about is that this is actually like filled with shit.
What? There's stuff in it?
came as like a makeup. I don't know what it is, but
I didn't even look in it.
I didn't even mention it to anyone because I was like, fuck this, whatever. They're gonna do it. But okay, so
Oh my
it
God.
came with like
I love the
mirrors
lining.
and
Oh.
a great lining and a comb. And so I probably will
That's
never
amazing.
use this for whatever it's meant to be used
Oh
for.
my god.
But
It came with
It's
a
a like makeup station, like a
Yeah.
fancy box.
seafood hut.
Oh, it's like a menu.
It came with a menu
It
for
came with
a
a to-go
restaurant.
menu.
yeah, which
A
is
miniature
great.
to-go menu.
Why is it so tiny?
And so Matt actually said to me, I don't support this purchase, and honestly, like I get it, but I think
Yeah.
that I'm glad I got it because
I'm glad you got it too.
it means something to me.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got it.
I used to have a suitcase. My family used to have a suitcase just like that. It was bigger
Here's your to-go
and it was a
menu.
camel color back in the 90s. And I think we sold it at a yard sale years ago. And you know what? It had that American tourism thing on it. So I wonder if I mean, that's the brand.
It must be the brand, yeah.
Yeah. Had that exact same. That brought back memories.
Also,
actually
I
had
want
two
a
of them.
fried shrimp platter right now too.
Ooh, that
Can we make
sounds
this happen? Can we
Is
make
it-
this happen?
We
I
don't
don't
have
know.
any.
Who are these
fried
people?
platters.
Look, they have a phone number listed.
Oh.
What's area
Okay,
code
this is
919?
Obviously,
I'm not familiar.
60s inspired, but it makes me think of Downton Abbey. If anyone is
Yeah,
obsessed
a
with
little
Downton
bit.
Abbey,
I'm getting Mad
This
Men
is
vibes
what
for
I
some reason.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk through an airport with this one day for real. I can't wait.
That could be like your overnight bag.
Yeah.
Or your laptop bag or something. I don't know.
oh, just the makeup bag.
Or just make it.
Yeah, we'll just use it for its actual intention.
Mohammed said, them blue socks though, love them. Pat
Oh,
said,
me
I have
too.
one of those mushers.
Oh,
We always had one when I was growing up, and I've always wanted one.
I don't know what it's called in English though, either.
North Carolina area code.
Oh, thanks, David.
Um,
Joel said he loves those blue socks.
Oh,
Those are, oh my
God.
god. Who would have
Top
thought
it
that the blue
off.
socks would be the star of the show?
we may have to do a giveaway.
You'll get these unwashed blue socks
Yes.
sent to you live.
Merry Christmas from Clear Lake, California.
Merry Christmas from Rancho Santa Margarita, California.
Orlando, Florida. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Okay.
So fun.
So
Oh look, it's called a food press. Yes, and with a wooden pestle. There you go, food press.
So that's what it is. But yeah, so I plan on
Mystery
making
sauce.
lots of jelly with that. So Matt and Bo will be with us through Sunday, unless
Yeah,
we
we'll
talk
leave
them
Sunday.
into staying longer. I don't know.
If y'all stay longer, I will take off Monday.
Great.
So that may happen. Tomorrow is Saturday, and Thomas's brother is having a tacky Christmas sweater party. So maybe what we'll do is we'll go live. Maybe we
Oh
may
my
go
gosh.
live at the party.
If you-
Or getting ready for it with our tacky sweaters.
Or
Yeah,
showing off
before
the
it's
tacky
It's usually my brother had it last year, and it's usually really loud there. So
Yeah, so
so
maybe
we'll get ready for it
Yeah.
live.
And we just talked Golden into going, so he'll be joining us.
So it's gonna be a party, y'all. Whether we are there or not.
It'll be
but-
fun. We'll for sure do
It'll
some
still be a
stories
party.
if we don't go live. I
Yeah.
think we should go live, but we'll see how it goes once we get there.
Wow, someone Pat said that the food press is valued at about $60.
Wow, so that was a good deal.
Let's sell it.
deal.
Oh, Tom asked a good question. Do you share decorating ideas amongst the two couples? It's so funny that you asked that, Tom, because we were just talking about decorating ideas like 10 minutes before we went live. We were actually talking about a color scheme for this house, and then they're working on a really exciting project also that we have been kind of talking about this weekend. So to answer your question, yeah, we do, because they're really into design as well. They're very
We are
and
but-
good with it too.
Well, what's interesting is that, like, I feel like our style, I mean, individually, I think we all have very individual styles, but also as couples, like, Bo and I have a much different style from
Mhm.
you two,
I agree. Yeah.
but, like, completely different. But I also, like, can, like, see and appreciate.
Appreciate,
like,
yeah.
Like,
We
That's the
agree.
thing too, is like if you are into design and you only like what you like,
Yeah.
it's like too much. I think it's like
Right.
not the right path. Like, there's so many great styles that you can
Agreed.
like, anyone who's into
We were
design
talk-
appreciate.
Yeah, we were talking about that today. They were looking for like a console or like a credenza table today, and looking for like mid-century modern stuff, and that's not usually like my PJ's style. But everything they were looking at, I absolutely loved.
Well, what's weird is that place, the Jane's Garbage, whatever it's called.
Dirty
Jane's Garbage. Jane's Garbage. Yeah, Dirty Jane's. That should be their tagline.
James
but-
Garbage.
She's another men's credit.
Every cadenza they had was mid-century modern. Actually, a lot of their furniture was mid-century
It
modern.
was,
yeah.
and art pieces,
Come on,
the
that was-
lamps, yeah.
And we do love mid-century modern, but like put us in that territory, and we're like, oh, okay, this is the only option in the entire world. We love it so much. But
Well, yeah. What I love about y'all style too is like you embrace like warmer colors, like yellows and oranges and browns, and like I really think that you guys.
I think that
Oh,
comes.
it's our dogs.
Oh yeah.
They hear a siren.
I think that comes a lot with like where we're from, because like New Orleans is very. A lot of people say like New Orleans is like the north of the Caribbean, like kind of. So I feel like it's very. Just like leans warm tones.
I
and
love that. It's
tropical.
It's
and
almost like 70s inspired too. Like y'all whole vibe. Like I love it. Like the bed that you guys got.
I'll
what,
take
what was
that.
that from?
that was a. Oh my God, our bed
Yeah.
was. Actually, I said
Joey's got it.
Jolie is having a fit back there.
I said that this coat was a good vibe, but actually we got a amazing like vintage bamboo canopy bed,
It's
king
gorgeous.
size bed, for $120
Yeah.
It's
at
really
a
pretty.
consignment shop, and I love it so much.
You too.
It's all over our Instagram. Go check it out.
So Kira,
That's probably there.
Kira said I have an ugly Christmas sweater day at school tomorrow.
Fun.
Veronica said Golden seems to be so sweet.
Y'all, he is. We cannot stress that enough.
Merry
Thanks,
Christmas
y'all.
from Egypt. Happy holidays for you all.
Wow.
Merry
Merry Christmas to Egypt.
JT said rushed home from the gym so I wouldn't miss this or the live tonight.
JT.
Aw, thanks JT.
Thank you. Thank you.
Steven said hello from Naples, Florida.
I love it.
Oh, there's Michael.
Hey
again.
Michael.
Michael, thanks for joining us. You had, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Alistair just tried to attack their dog. Michael, you had all the great questions the other night, so thank you so much for
Hey,
joining us
Fox,
again.
Come hang out with me. You
where
can
was
sit
I?
here.
There's so many animals here.
It's like a zoo.
Buddy, I'm sorry.
So
Yeah, kill it.
the I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. Yusri Ahmed from Egypt said also I love Bo's sweater. It's really cute.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
Thank you.
I know we do too.
Somebody said box wine, LOL, with
Yeah.
a funny emoji. Michael said,
TJ is too butch to know what a tag like is, Bo.
what?
Hmm?
I'm confused.
Yeah.
You mean PJ or wait what?
Yeah, I don't know.
Michael.
Kira said,
Clarify.
do they have a YouTube channel? So y'all have a, what is your,
Yeah, it's just
you have a YouTube and it's good.
We
Your
do.
videos are good.
We haven't posted in a while, but you can see our videos. It's probably this.
They're very professional.
But Instagram, where is the actual magic is happening?
Yeah.
We're gonna do more YouTube soon.
I
Yes.
commend you guys because YouTube, as fun as it is, takes so much work. Like they put so much work into editing their videos. Like, everyone knows YouTube does, and I think it's awesome that you find the time for it. And you're
Well, we
doing it.
haven't
Oh, thanks.
recently, which is why the
Been
live
slacking
has kind of
recently.
worked out.
Yeah. But
Well, never mind then.
yeah, I know we're like rejecting that.
Never mind.
Thank you.
This is a good question for you guys because y'all do more like cocktail style stuff. So Manny said, "Hi guys, I'm getting ready for a Christmas party tomorrow. Do you have a favorite Christmas cocktail or food item that you think might be fun to serve?"
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. Here we go.
Favorite Christmas cocktail I think to serve is like a brandy milk punch. So good. It's just I mean, look up an actual recipe, but essentially it's like brandy with cream, a little bit of simple syrup, and some nutmeg.
That sounds
It's
delicious.
so good.
But I really think that anything, especially for fall, winter, and holiday, like whiskey or brandy leaning, is great. And we have a recipe on our blog, a batch cocktail recipe on our blog for a spiked cider, like a mulled spiked cider, like to serve a crowd.
Yeah.
On probablythis.com. But anything with whiskey is my best guess.
Yeah.
And last night Jen had an amazing cocktail. It was some kind of mistletoe, like what martini or something. I don't know. It was really good.
I think she called it a mistletoe martini, but it tasted like cranberry and holiday
it
cheer.
looked like a cranberry sangria.
Sangria.
I didn't
It almost
try
like
it. I meant
sangria.
to. I never.
It was good. It tasted like hot, like Christmas. Like picture Christmas and what it would taste like. You got it.
Yeah.
Lisa said, "What designer inspires you guys?"
So for us, I think one of our biggest inspirations is, at least for me, is the design duo Roman and Williams. We absolutely love their work. Their New York loft is the stuff that dreams are made of. And then we also, one of our actually good Instagram friends, Lauren Leese, is
Yeah.
constantly inspiring us with her nature-themed interiors, and she likes to use a lot of raw natural elements. What about you?
What about the people that are in California that just bought land in Franklin? Are they designers or
The G, I'm gonna
Pantina?
pronounce, Pantina Farm. I'm gonna pronounce her name wrong. The Gianettis.
I like their work.
Yeah, they have a lot. They have a really like elemental, raw style to them too. I love them. But Stephen Gianetti, I think his name is. I think I'm pronouncing it wrong, but
Y'all, anybody? Yeah.
I think one of my favorite designers is Justina Blakeney.
Oh yeah.
She's like incredible, and I kind of think of our style as like her light. Like I don't.
Justina Blakeney adjacent. It's
It's-
like
Yeah.
near it.
We don't. I don't like to. I mean, I really like her style, but I've never been like brave enough to go like as far and like bold as she does.
now
And,
did she
like,
start the hashtag Junglo?
Yeah, that's her
she
whole
did.
thing. So
Right.
her whole thing is there's a lot of mid-century modern, but there's also like tons of plants and color
Yes.
and like boho. And I love it. It's a little bit. When I try to do that, it looks too hectic for me. But when you see her page,
Right.
at Justina Blakeney,
definitely-
you're like, oh, this makes sense.
We like tone it down when we do stuff like that, but I think that.
But we get bold. Like we painted our last dining room all pink and had like
was
brass
beautiful.
fixtures, and I got weirdly like featured in so many places. Like y'all like this? Like design spines, like all of them were doing it. I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
Got picked up.
Okay, so Steven said watching night number 4.
Thanks,
for coming back,
Steven.
Steven. Yep, Pat, you are right. Matt and Bo have been on YouTube for years. Jeff
Sweet.
said, hi guys. What do you guys do for a living?
We can kind of go down the list for the row. Why don't we start with Golden? We've
There's a
started
lot
on
of
this.
stuff.
Let's start with you. What do you do for a living, Golden?
Oh goodness, I do so many things. So I teach at a college and also work there on staff, and then I speak at conferences.
Yeah.
And things like that.
Yeah.
So all of the above.
Yeah.
And he's an amazing photographer. He takes
He
a lot of
does.
our photos.
Yeah, exactly. Like we mentioned earlier, very talented.
Matt and I do a lot of our work is through our blog, like sponsorship and partnership stuff, but also we do freelance design work and some photography work as well. So, and Matt's a realtor.
Thanks. Well,
That's
now
right, he is.
I have nothing to say now, but
I was answering.
That was so eloquently put.
As
I
a
mean, you
duo.
really, nothing to say.
Yeah, he's a second generation realtor. His mom's a realtor
my
as
mom
well.
is also a realtor.
We have
so-
two second-generation realtors in the room, which leads
Yeah.
us to PJ.
Yep, so my full-time job is I am a licensed real estate agent in Tennessee, so I do that for the most part full-time, and then I also flip properties. I have rental properties that I manage, and what else? We do social media
Yeah.
stuff, and I guess that's about it.
Yeah, so social media, and then I work part-time for an insurance company. So,
So that's that.
lots of fun stuff.
How is your Riverside project coming along? Brad asked that. So Brad, we are currently still working on that. We actually found a new piece of property that would be so much better for the what we're wanting to do with the land.
Mm.
So eventually what we're hoping for is that we have a community of cottages that we can rent out like VRBO. The Ocoee, Tennessee area, which is where the land is big for like whitewater rafting and hiking and stuff. And then we're also wanting to do an event space. The new land that we found has like a 6,000 square foot building that we could convert into a venue. So it'd be absolutely perfect. So it's coming along. We're hoping like we'll break down and or break ground in the spring. Juan said,
Have y'all's design tastes changed over time, or have they remained the same for the most part? That's a good question, Juan, and it's actually, again, I think
you were
that
talking about that earlier.
we were just talking about it tonight. We were saying how we kind of want to refresh our house, certain rooms in our house, because I think that the way our house looks now is very reflective of where we were 2 years ago whenever we moved in. And we've traveled so much since then and just broadened our perspective on what a house could look like and what you can do. And so I think that it's remained pretty much traditional over time, but I think it has definitely evolved, and we're constantly learning new things and wanting to try new things. And I think that y'all are kind of the same.
I mean, my design tastes have totally changed over time. I've always described my like purist taste as grandma chic.
Yes.
I love like tasteful clutter and
Same.
all that kind of stuff, but I feel like I've had to develop it to be like as we've started taking on more like design jobs and as like our design work has been more like heavily featured, it's had to be a little bit more like mainstream. I don't think that what I would be perfectly happy with would ever be like
Published.
received very well.
Yeah.
So I've had to kind of like adjust it a little bit and tone it down.
I have a question. Who is the more design centric or design focused one out of the two of you? Or are you both pretty much the same?
We both have pretty.
I feel like you're
I don't
both
know.
equally.
I do too. Like
We
we're
both-
different.
care about it the
It's
same.
very different, but also it's like I'm
both are
very
passionate.
easy to please.
Uh-huh.
I can get into a lot of different tastes, and then Bo is like, no.
I'm in
no,
general
no.
very specific
Yeah.
about what I like, and Matt is more flexible than me.
Yeah. See, I feel like I relate more to you, and I feel like you relate.
Oh, me and PJ,
I-
we're more like alike, and
They're
more
so
alike.
similar.
Yeah.
But honestly, I am very specific when it comes to design, but I would rather just avoid like an argument and be like, okay, sure.
No.
But if it was up to me,
What usually happens is I'll be like, this is what I want to do, and at first he'll be like, no, and then he'll be like, maybe, and then it'll be like his idea that let's do this.
okay, sometimes. Okay, for example, I think we want to paint our front bathroom black, and he mentioned that in our last house a couple years ago, and I wasn't on board with it.
And now it's like his idea.
But I think it makes sense in this house, design-wise, with the tile that we have and everything.
Hi,
Our
David.
biggest- oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say hi, David. He said hi.
Our biggest arguments when it comes to design are function versus vision. Like I'm absolutely like the biggest thing for me is that a space and an object has to like function well. So like
Yes,
Bo,
I agree.
Bo got a couch. We have a day bed that we're now using as a couch that has sides that go this high. And
wow,
so I was
cute.
like, Bo, you can, and he wanted to get it. I was like, if we get that, we need to have end tables that go that high.
Oh,
Sure.
yeah.
So that you can put a
Sure.
drink on it. And Bo was like, why? You can just like reach over. And I'm like, no, that doesn't make any sense.
And I guess for
we have
me,
to,
like
Yeah.
I get a lot out of like just visually being in a space, and I actually literally care more about being in a pretty space than I do about like how my arm has to go for a drink.
Okay,
Honestly,
I do agree with that. I care
Yeah.
more about the way it looks than necessarily how it
Because to
functions.
me, that's just as important. Like to me, it's
Agreed.
literally just as important.
Because you want to feel happy in your space. And
But
like,
I think that it's in this way, maybe I'm a little bit more picky than you because I need it to do both. Like I'm not saying let's get an ugly thing that's the right height. I'm saying we need to narrow down what we're looking for because it needs to be pretty and it needs to be the right.
it needs to
It needs to be
function.
higher than any end table you've ever seen before.
Yeah.
Okay, so Michael Dalton, he's been joining us ever since we first started going live. He said, "Hey boys, it's Magic Mike from Insta. Love
Oh,
you all."
hey!
Hey, Magic Mike. Okay, now
That's Michael Dolan. Oh my gosh, why didn't you say that?
Yeah.
We know you.
David said, "I love
Hey, Mike.
you." Do you know Spanish? I don't. You know a little bit of Spanish.
We both know a little bit, but like
Un
it's
poquito.
muy malo.
Poquito español.
Lo siento, más despacio.
Wait,
Por
hold on,
favor.
pass.
Paul said, "Yes, martinis. I love martinis."
Heard.
Here we go.
Thanks, girl.
Wesley said, I've enjoyed your live channel all week. Keep them coming. Thanks, Wesley.
Jerry said, "Handsome group."
These are things.
So-
Oh, I'll be fine.
Okay.
The rep guy said, hi guys, and a very happy holidays to one and all from down in the deep south, as in Houston, Texas.
Yes,
Our
Houston,
neighbor.
Texas,
H-Town.
home of the Queen.
Yeah, say hi to
Beyonce.
Beyonce for us.
Yes.
Did y'all see
Yes.
that Beyonce? Did you see Beyonce play that Indian wedding?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yes.
I
That's
was
wild.
Did y'all see Beyonce play for an Indian wedding? Because I would have killed
Oh,
to go to that,
that's
and I
amazing.
want to know how much they paid her so bad. And that's so tacky. But
I don't know
really
why.
Million.
I didn't know that Beyonce was like bookable.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean,
But
I
she
would,
played at a wedding.
I would
That's
assume
wild.
it was at least 10 million or more.
I'd be
I
surprised.
think probably more.
Maybe more. They were all so both sides of the wedding party were billionaires.
Right.
One was like super billionaire, the other was like kind of a billionaire.
Wow.
They had to give Beyonce at
It's
least.
like pennies for them to
Yeah.
hire her.
But it's also just like they were talking about this on Keep It. If
Yeah.
y'all watch or listen to Keep It, the podcast, like
It's amazing. Love it.
If you don't, listen to it.
Yeah.
But they were talking about it, and they had Kara, one of the panelists, had a great point. She was just like, all of these people are so rich, like it doesn't matter if she got paid 1 million or 1 billion. Like,
Right,
it's
it's
no
different
difference
to them.
to any of them.
Like not Beyonce, not either of those families. Like they don't care. They're all, and I'm sure Beyonce's agent cares.
Yeah.
But,
That's crazy.
So JT said, I'm loving all the lives lately. I know y'all have done a few gallery walls on YouTube. I'm thinking about doing one in my living room. Which style of gallery wall is your favorite? I don't know. I mean, is there styles when it comes to gallery walls?
I think
Oh, do you mean? I mean, I guess you could have like
Symmetrical
very
and
symmetrical
then, yeah.
ones.
we
or
call
like,
that a grid. I mean, there's like a grid pattern, which is what we have in our dining room, and then there's kind of like the crazy all over the
We
place.
do
one.
have that. In
Everything and everything.
Okay, so it's funny that you bring that up, JT, because I think Meryl
You're okay.
so dramatic.
You're okay.
I think me and PJ have different styles of gallery wall. Like me, I like to just hang them and then just kind of place frames wherever. PJ likes symmetry in his gallery wall, so like even the one in our den, which is behind the camera, the frames match up with one another, and they're all, even though they look kind of like they're all over the place, they
have a pattern.
have a pattern to them, which we laid out on the floor. Whereas me, I like to just hang them. I don't mind if maybe one corner is heavier than the other corner. I like the off balance look.
I like
yeah.
a little bit more of an organic look too.
Right.
And I also like when it comes
Yeah.
to like gallery walls, I like mixing it up with even things that are not like frames. Like we'll put like
Sure.
baskets
The
or like
tiger basket.
plants or
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Well, I think a big benefit, and I'm just saying this, I love both of your gallery walls, the one in here and the one in there, where that one's really symmetrical. I love both, but I think the big benefit of having kind of like the offset and weird thing is it makes it so much more cozy, like that
Sure.
organized clutter he was talking about. Like
Which
a
I
gallery
love
walls.
organized clutter. Let's just put that out there.
Because a gallery wall is a great
Love.
way to do that and make it feel really lived in, especially when it's personal photos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Which, like, apparently, they say that you should never do family photos on a gallery wall. I don't necessarily agree with that. That's apparently like a design faux pas, is that you shouldn't include like personal family photos in like a living room on a gallery wall. But I think that's totally
Someone
fine.
with no heart wrote that rule.
yeah, I don't think I like that rule.
I think it was on like my domain or something. but
BJ wrote it.
Yeah.
Oh! That's why the ink is silent. He's like,
Dang it.
No. Michael said, PJ, have you ever looked at a house to flip and thought, oh heck no, this would just be too much work? Usually when it comes to like too much work, that doesn't scare me. What scares me is if the house has, or if it's priced wrong. If it's priced wrong and I'm like, okay, it's gonna cost this much to do this and this and this, and this is what I wanna do, and it's gonna cost this much. Usually it boils down to money. I bought some really crappy houses that needed tons of work, but it all boils down to price for me. Fred said, is it true Thomas thought mistletoe was a foot disease?
Haha, Fred. No, I
No.
didn't. That's not a thing.
Girl, you
What?
tried.
Is there a story to that, or is that?
I think he's making a
so.
joke. Like
Oh,
mistletoe. Like,
Oh.
is it foot disease? Yeah, I think he's.
Okay.
Brad said,
I
thank
call
you
that
for the
shade.
update. Love you guys. Thanks, Brad, for joining.
Brett said, do you guys plan to live in that house forever, or do you want to eventually find somewhere else? That is another good question. I don't think we want to, as of right now, where we're at in our lives, I don't think we want to live in this house forever. I think that we did what we came here to do, which was buy my old family home back and fix it up and bring it back to its former glory with modern updates, but I don't think that this is necessarily the house that we can see ourselves living in forever. But
It's, I think once we start getting close to like feeling like the house is finished, we get bored and we start looking for other houses. We've already started looking for other houses. So yeah, I don't think this is a permanent house for us.
we probably need to find somewhere bigger for when we all live together, too.
Right, exactly. We need more bedrooms, more living space, a bigger kitchen.
D. Sanchez said, thanks for shipping my sweatshirt so fast. Christmas gift for myself. Congratulations.
Aw,
Thank you.
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
Lindy.
No, she does one kiss. I did both.
Roger said, PJ and Thomas, have you ever thought about renewing your vows? It's funny that you asked that because we were actually talking about that earlier. So our plan is to hopefully purchase the new land, which has a building on it that we're going to be turning into a venue. Our 5-year reunion is coming up.
Anniversary.
Yeah, in 2 years.
Our reunion.
I called it a reunion earlier too, but yeah, so it's coming up in 2 years, and we will most likely renew our vows. And have like a big shindig. We're excited about that.
You know what?
So-
I would love the opportunity though to write our own vows this time. Because here's a small fun fact: we actually didn't write our vows at our wedding.
That makes me nervous though. I don't know about you
Who
guys.
wrote them for you?
We just did like the generic, what you would say.
Like what the preacher would say.
Oh.
I wanted to write vows, but PJ, kind of what he said now, he just felt nervous about it.
Yeah.
You've always had a thing with public speaking, though.
Not
He's
really.
good in public.
Not
He's
really.
good with public speaking.
Wait, you told me that you were always afraid when you were. This is maybe not the platform for this, but you always said that in school you got really nervous.
Yeah.
But so it's weird though, because like if it's a formal setting, so in the South we have a thing that's called 4-H. Y'all probably had that too, right? Or no?
4-H?
4-H.
No. They're all like.
So in Tennessee, there's a thing called 4-H where I'm not really sure what it is, but anyways, they would come to your school and your class would put together for one section of the 4-H program. You would put together speeches, and I always got like in the top 3, and then I got to go to the next competition for it. So if it's like a formal setting for public speaking, I'm good. But if it's like an informal setting, usually I'm not that good. But like we did like a home show, and I was fine with that.
Uh-huh.
It's
It's
like
like
a-
a speak and present.
It's like a formal. Now we did an emceeing thing like a year and a
We
half
emceed
ago.
an event in Chattanooga.
Not formal at all, and it was just like free for all. Like you try to get the crowd happy and like laughing.
We were not.
Was
people for
not-
that. Did we tell you guys
That
about
was-
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
It was
Like they know.
between filming a TV show and doing the emceeing thing. The TV show was so much easier than like having to get up and like make people
Oh my
laugh. Like
gosh.
it was so embarrassing.
Good, I wish I could have been there.
Can we go back?
Where's the popcorn? I'm going to that.
Greetings from Greece.
Hi.
Okay, so wait, Chris said something kind of interesting that we should address now. He said, "Hello guys, greetings from Greece. Why don't you put some music background of talking, more like simple melody or something?" So, because of YouTube and their copyright issues, we actually did a live the other night where we had music playing in the background. It was just a station on Pandora, like Christmas or something. And we got flagged for it, and YouTube sent us an email saying that it was just a warning and that nothing's going to happen to our account. But because of copyright issues, we actually can't have music playing in the
Wow.
But
background.
you know, they have all that free music on YouTube that
Yeah.
you can use. I'm sure we could probably play
Play
it. So
that.
maybe we'll look into that in the future. Brandon.
Brandon said, "I'm a gay comedian in Lafayette,
Lafayette.
Yeah.
Lafayette.
Lafayette, and do a few jokes about my life being gay. Had someone come up to me afterwards and commend me for not being afraid to be gay on stage. #humbling. Any similar experiences?"
I feel like doing, because I mean, like all 4 of us do our gay couples on Instagram. We're 2 gay couples on Instagram, and I think that we get a ton of messages, as I'm sure you guys do, that are just like, thank you for being publicly gay. But coming from Lafayette, like we're from South Louisiana, and we're from New Orleans, which is way more liberal, but like Southwest Louisiana, where Lafayette is, it's like definitely more conservative. I think it definitely takes a lot of gall, and like
Yeah.
every time you go on stage and do that, you're just like showing other people in that area that it's okay, and it's a domino effect, right? Where like the more people who are doing that are inspiring more and more people.
For sure. And I love the fact that you're a gay comedian. We don't have enough of those that are like in the spotlight.
Rusty.
Rusty said, "PJ, I just looked online, and the item you're wanting to know the name of is called a Norpro stainless steel chinois with sand and pestle set."
Chinois.
Oh,
That's not a
chinoise.
musher.
It's called a chinoise.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds French.
Is the fireplace going? It should be. It is actually too hot for it to be going tonight.
We've had kind of like a weird hot
It
spell.
was on earlier.
Yeah, it was nice.
So
Paul said, "I love all the animals' dogs laying on his lap, his shoulder. Everything is so cute."
Everywhere.
Yeah, we don't look at
Where are all of
Jolie.
the dogs?
Fox was here.
Love
earlier.
Norma.
Fox.
Norma said, "Love the dog whisperer." Greetings from Wisconsin.
Any joint travel plans for 20? Oh, Sapna. Hi, Sapna.
Hi,
Love you.
Sapna.
So, any joint travel plans for 2019?
No, let's make some though.
Yeah, we should
I
make
know,
some
yeah.
right here, right now. We don't have any just
We're
yet,
going
but
to New Orleans regardless of how that happens.
right. So
Yeah.
we are making a trip to New Orleans.
They're gonna come
You
to
sure, girl?
us.
But that's it as of right now. I mean, like that's it as of right
Do you
now.
want to go to Greece?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'll bring us all.
No, I thought that was one of the dogs.
No,
Sorry.
that's me playing with the suitcase.
Jim
I'm
said,
sorry.
"Hi from Dallas."
Hey, Dallas.
Jeremy from Brazil. All-time favorite albums, movies, anything you can recommend, maybe.
Rumors by Fleetwood Mac.
Yes, fair.
All-time favorite
Yeah.
album.
I don't think so.
That's a good one.
It's a good one.
I mean, I don't remember names of anything. I just like what I like at the time.
Okay, that makes me feel so much better.
You relate?
I don't know. That was just the first one that came to my mind.
I don't ever.
But
Matt and,
rumors.
Matt and Thomas are like the pop culture people who like remember names, albums, actors, like awards. Like, I don't know that.
Kira, we'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by. And
Ooh, Chattanooga, have fun in Chattanooga.
Yeah, have fun.
Reach out if you want any recommendations.
Paul said,
Good luck.
total disgrace. I think you're right. Or I think you're
Totally
totally right.
disagree. I think you're
Oh.
totally right, Thomas. About what?
Kiss
Oh,
from
that was-
yeah, what was that
Brazil.
I don't know.
Your friends are so nice. We'll maybe agree to that.
We're not.
Goldman's nice.
We're mean.
Not too sure about these two yet.
He's not too sure about me. He's like, not too sure about these two. Like, no,
What is your preferred style of furniture? That's from Christopher.
expensive.
Oh my God. Mine is
Opposite.
cheap. Mine is
Opposite,
cheap.
yeah.
If it's free, that's even better.
I don't know. I think ours definitely leans towards more of like classic, traditional. Hopefully something that will never go out of style. Nothing too trendy, but comfortable too. What about y'all?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, no, I mean, well, I like things that are bold. Whatever they are, I want them to stand out. They don't necessarily need to be trendy, but I want something that is unique and could not be like really confused with anything else.
Sure. I love that.
That's what I like.
It's not fun when you have a house where like it looks like something that you've seen in every other house or you've seen online a million times. It's like there needs to be something more.
Something to stimulate you and
Mhm.
something
Yeah.
different and pop out. Yeah, I totally get it.
Sapna said, roll on 2019 when your sweatshirts will be available for international delivery. Yep, we do plan on
No,
doing
I
that.
can't wait for that.
JT said, I can't wait for my sweatshirt too. I went out of my color comfort zone and got the vintage green. That's actually one of my favorite colors. out of
Oh,
the-
we love that. Thanks, JT. Thank you so much for ordering.
Wait, I just lost where we were. right here. Mohammed.
Mohammed said, I showed your videos to my friends, Elif, and she loved you guys. Shout out to her.
Aw.
Shout out to Elif. Love you.
Joe said, hi guys, love your love.
Love your vids. And Darina said, I love your videos. Hi guys from Anaheim, California. That's Vidal. Do you guys have any homemade Christmas tree ornaments?
Actually, most
Really?
of them
A lot,
are.
yeah.
There's a lot. Maybe we'll do a video on that. But yeah, there's a ton on there. Your home is decorated so beautifully. It always looks so warm and inviting every time I see it on YouTube or social media. Thank you, Nathan.
Thanks, Nathan.
Greetings from London, Keith.
Ooh.
Traveling
Hi,
for
Keith.
work, and I've been watching all week. Oh, thanks so much. Stayed
Yeah.
up late tonight. Yeah, I bet it's
Ah.
really late over there right now.
Please, be still our hearts. Thank you. So yeah, London. It's funny that you mentioned London because we want to travel to London next year. That's one of our bucket list travel places. We went to Amsterdam in October, and we really got a taste of Europe because we traveled a lot in the Caribbean this year, but we had never been to Europe. And we went there in October and fell head over heels in love with it, with the architecture, with the history, with the design. So traveling to London next year is going to be a big must for us. I don't know when. I don't know. Keith, when is the best time to experience London in the UK? Let us know.
Pay attention to that. But okay, so Amsterdam was our favorite place that we went to this year. Matt and Bill actually did tons of traveling this year as well.
Yeah.
What was your favorite place?
Mexico City.
Mexico City.
Oh, that's right.
Hands down.
I had a feeling you guys would say that.
Mexico
was-
City was gorgeous.
It was one of the
Yeah.
most amazing
It
places.
was the coolest place I think I've ever been.
I've
It
never.
was-
So we've been.
Wow.
I mean, Matt and I have gone to a lot of small towns. We were living in Southeast Asia for several months, like years ago, and have been traveling all over the country. And we've been in a lot of like really culturally rich places, but I've never been somewhere that is like the size of New York, actually bigger than New York, and
Is it
still so culturally rich. Like it was every single corner you would have like someone making really interesting food, and it felt like such a community, even though the city was literally the size, like bigger than New York.
Right. One of the things that you said was that Mexico City had such a sense of place, which is so I think rare for such huge modern cities.
Yeah.
It
Sometimes
was
when you're in LA or New York or Chicago, you feel like you could really you'll find that avocado toast place in one of those cities. You'll find the same shit in all of those big cities, and Mexico City has its own, yeah, like you're like such a sense of, it's so specific.
So you mentioned it's like the size of around the same size as New York. Does it have a bunch of like little neighborhoods like New York that have
Yeah,
little
totally.
communities like that feel separate from like how New York, like Brooklyn feels different than like the Upper
Absolutely.
West Side or whatever like that?
There's like Quayacans,
I mean,
there's-
we took an Uber in the city for an hour and a half and didn't leave the city.
How much was that?
$18.
$20.
What? That's
Yeah, we were having
I
like
was
five
expecting
class
hundreds.
meals. No, we were like 5-star meals for like $30, $50, whatever. It's
Oh
so
my
Coming
God.
from the, I mean, you're obviously, this is an international audience right now, but if you're like in the U.S., like going to Mexico is very affordable.
Yeah.
Wow.
The exchange rate is great.
I would love to
Right now.
visit.
Um,
I would love to visit this.
Now, Golden, where?
We
Let's
haven't gotten into where you're. Yeah.
let's tell everybody where you're from.
So I am from Nigeria.
Oh wow.
And you've been in the U.S. because you actually went to the college that you teach at now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
that's what brought you to the U.S.
That's what brought me here. I've been here 11 years now.
That's
Oh
so
my
I know.
crazy.
I know.
Crazy.
Definitely
Time.
is.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And,
Wow.
and Golden actually, so he got a house in the U.S. that because I actually saw, because it was for sale before you moved into it.
Yeah.
And so I got to see the house before he moved into it. And it had potential, but it definitely needed a lot.
of work.
a
It still does.
lot of work. But so we went over after we actually like met Golden and got to see the house after he had like moved into it and like already started renovating it. And you did such a great job on that house so far. So
You did.
he's also into like renovating houses and stuff as well.
I had a lot of help. I had some good friends help me out with the flooring and stuff like that. But
That's so
it
fun.
was so fun to
Yeah.
do that.
Did you do any traveling this year? I know you went and visited like family. You went to Florida.
In Texas.
Yes. I was everywhere. It's hard to
Mhm.
remember, but I think I was in a very small town called Melbourne, Florida, and it was fun. I
Was it?
really enjoyed
Wow.
my visit there.
That's
So,
where you
yeah.
went to the beach.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did. I really just went there to just like chill at
Yeah.
the beach.
That's
It
the
looks
best.
so relaxing.
That's like really good in Florida.
also, you haven't gotten to talk about like your design style too. If you're renovating a house, right? Or
Yes,
what is your
well-
design style like?
Oh man, that's a good question. I feel like my design style would be like a warm, comfortable classic.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
It's not all the way very strong in my house right now, so definitely the next house to get more elements of that. But I'd say comfortable, classic. Not trendy. I don't like trendy or modern.
Yeah.
I also have a very interesting relationship with mid-century modern
Yeah.
because it can look cold and sparse
Yeah.
sometimes. So
Mhm.
there are ways that I like to take elements of that but still make it warm and full. So
I think one of the best things to do with mid-century modern pieces is to just fill a room with like maybe one or two mid-century modern things, and then have other either classic things
Sure.
or like
Mhm.
vintage things that aren't mid-century modern that really help to warm the space up and make it look less like trendy
yeah.
while still having those like cool
Right.
pieces.
I agree because it can also. I think if you have too many mid-century modern pieces, it starts to look like the set of Mad Men, like really
Yeah.
themey almost.
Yeah.
And so I like what you said, like incorporating them.
Yeah. Well, because what was interesting earlier is it wasn't like, no, I don't know. Earlier you were like, not. I mean, on this live you said that we were into mid-century modern,
Yeah.
and then also earlier today when we were like looking at furniture, you said that we were into mid-century modern, and I've never really thought of us as
See,
being
when
into mid-century modern.
I think honestly, maybe it's just from your new apartment. You do have like a select few pieces, but it seems like a lot of them may fit into that category. Maybe that's
Definitely.
what you're pulling.
But I
from.
think that we pull individual pieces that come from that style.
Yeah.
But I don't think that the way that we use them, I've never really thought of the way that we use them as that. Because we'll like crowd it.
Yeah.
When you think of mid-century modern, you think of like clean lines,
Mhm.
sparse, like,
Minimalization.
Like
Very clean.
chair,
which-
yeah,
yeah.
low
I-
chairs and
but we'll put like a mid-century modern desk and then like fucking throw like a carpet on top of it or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. No, I
Sounds
think
hot.
Is that? Yes.
We're great designers.
No,
Put a
what-
carpet on it. Hashtag put a carpet on it.
What I think I meant is I'm very dramatic, to put it shortly. So I think because we don't use any mid-century modern, I'm like, oh, you guys gravitate towards that because you use one piece in
Yeah.
your living room, and like I exaggerate. So no, but basically their style
How
is really.
dare you?
I know. I'm sorry.
No, it's
Well, we've
fine.
been
We've been on for an hour.
50 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my.
Yeah, so like we were telling them earlier, like how long are we gonna go live? And I was like, well, normally we shoot for like 15 to 30 minutes, but it always turns up to be like an hour. So we're at that hour mark. I feel like we probably reached the end.
Before we go though, let's introduce ourselves one more time. Someone asked us to on here.
Okay.
So why don't we
Okay.
start with Golden?
All right. Well, I'm Golden.
I'm Bo.
I'm Matt, and we do the blog Probably This.
Yep, you can
Awesome.
find them on Instagram.
ProbablyThis.com, Instagram at Probably This, YouTube Probably This, whatever.
And then we're PJ and
Thomas.
on Instagram we're PJ and Thomas. On Facebook we're the Property Lovers. On
YouTube or the. I think
Well, yeah, we just changed.
we
it to
just
PJ and
changed our
Thomas.
name to PJ and Thomas on YouTube, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can still find us if you search the Property Lovers.
But yeah, so we plan on hanging out all weekend. We'll probably go live at some point tomorrow. So we'll do a story that says what time we're going to go live because tomorrow we're going to a tacky Christmas sweater party. All 5 of us are going, so it should be a lot of fun. We'll either go live here when we're getting ready, or we'll do it once we get over there.
Sapna and Paul said, please go live tomorrow, same time
I
tomorrow.
think, honestly, if the Wi-Fi is good at Taylor's house, I think we should really go live there. Maybe what we'll do is do like a short live here getting ready, and then maybe a live.
Do a little bit
Yeah,
of
That would be
Yeah.
fun.
I think it'd be,
Yeah, we
I think
can
I
it'd
think
be
that would be
fun.
really fun. Your
So-
brother would love that.
I know.
He would die.
And then y'all can meet Thomas's brother Taylor. But yeah, so we're gonna pop off here because we've been on here for a good minute. But thank you guys for joining. Thanks for all the amazing questions. For those of you that stayed up to like 3 and 4 in the morning,
Oh my
thank
gosh.
you for doing that as well.
And thank you for having us onto your thing. Like, this
Yeah.
is fun.
This
This
was
is
so much fun.
This was so much fun. We had a blast, guys. So we will check back in with you guys tomorrow night. And until then, have a good night and we love you.
Bye, guys.